We have all heard that Iran is the most active state sponsor of terrorism in the world. But who is really behind it, and how is it funded? The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, known as the IRGC, is the culprit. From the outside, it may seem as if the IRGC is simply another branch of the Iranian military. However, from the inside, it is clear that this unchecked terrorist paramilitary force, empowered by the supreme leader, has dug its claws into nearly every aspect of Iran's economy, as well as Iranian society, and uses these financial gains to fund terrorism on a global scale. Since 2005, the IRGC has seized control of about 35% of the Iranian economy's labor and financial markets. It has a stranglehold on the construction of roads, buildings, airports, nuclear facilities, and most other infrastructure. Additionally, major Iranian banks, oil companies, agriculture associations, telecommunications, and even food companies answer directly to the Revolutionary Guards Corps. The IRGC control dozens of sectors of the Iranian economy, including 14 conglomerates that account for much of Iran's GDP. Supreme leader Khamenei's monopoly of the Iranian economy came about by illegally seizing property from the Iranian people. The IRGC has prevented Iran's free market from flourishing, severely damaging the national economy and the welfare of the people of Iran. Meanwhile, the Revolutionary Guards rake in billions of dollars. From these sobering facts, a central question arises: where does the money go? While billions of dollars have been plundered and embezzled, going directly into the pocket of the mullahs and the IRGC commanders, most of the profits of this vast empire fund ventures of a much greater concern, including the Iranian nuclear program, domestic suppression, and terrorism abroad. Funds are used by the IRGC to manufacture roadside bombs, which have killed hundreds of American soldiers in Iraq and Afghanistan. They also enable the IRGC to inflame proxy wars in Syria, where the Assad's regime has used chemical weapons that have killed thousands of innocent people. In addition to funding Hezbollah in Lebanon and the ongoing terrorism in Iraq and Yemen, the Revolutionary Guards continue to run terrorist training camps for foreign mercenaries spread across Iran. As a result, no viable private sector remains in Iran. Doing business with Iran is to do business with the IRGC. Any business dealings or economic ties with Iran indirectly fund terrorism. Despite the nuclear agreement and billions of dollars provided to Iran, the IRGC continues to exercise its dominance on both the Iranian economy and Iranian society. It is time the international community opened its eyes to the destruction the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is wreaking on the Iranian people and the Middle East as a whole. So what should the international community do? How should the US respond? It is time the United States blacklisted the Iranian Revolutionary Guards, designating the IRGC what it is, a foreign terrorist organization, to prevent it from funding terrorism, further destabilizing the Middle East and undermining global peace and security.